I am using my Simple Water Mineral, and basically this is just to give my face some moisture. As you can see, my face looks really dry, so I just want to put this on as a base to kind of open my pores and not make my face so dry. You can kind of see it instantly rejuvenates my face. This is my Sonia eye brush. I don't really know what they call this brush, but anyway, what I'm doing right now is just brushing my eyebrows out. I'm getting ready to draw my eyebrows on. Now, after I use the water base, basically for my dry skin, I'm still going to use my Neutrogena Shine Control, because even though I have dry skin, certain foundations make my skin oily. So I just want to put the Shine Control Neutrogena primer on my face, just to prevent me from getting oily throughout the day or shiny in certain areas. You can find this primer at your local Walgreens store. I think I picked this up for about $7. I'm gonna prep my face more so around my nose and my lips, basically because I get oily the most here. So I definitely want to make sure I prep around this area more. So once again, I'm going back in with my eyebrow brush just to start prepping my eyebrows. And here I'm really just using a regular eyebrow pencil. This is the Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. I usually use my eyebrow gel, but on this one I just thought, I wanted to try to do drugstore products for people who are really just trying to get into makeup, just for beginners. So I start out with just outlining my eyebrow. As you can see, they're kind of bushy everywhere. I haven't had my eyebrows done in about 2 months, so I definitely wanted to make sure I draw them on right. So as you can see, I'm just checking to make sure they're to my liking. And as you can see, they're not perfect right now. And I'm going to show you in a little bit just how you can shape your eyebrows. Right now, I just want to get the outline of the eyebrow right to my liking. I'm going in not as hard with the coloring because, again, I want them to look as natural as possible. I'm going to take my brush again, just brush them out so they're not boxy, and they give me more of that natural outline. So here, this is basically some concealer from MAC. I'm going to go in with this concealer. I need to get some more, guys. I'm going to go in with this concealer, and now I'm going to touch up my eyebrow. This is an angle brush. I believe that's from e.l.f. I'm going in now, and I am going to start touching up and shaping and molding, basically forming the eyebrow at this point. I have it outlined to my liking, and now I'm just gonna go in and I'm going to basically shape it up. And since I haven't had my eyebrows done in about 2 months, I'm really just trying to cover. That's really what the concealer is for, is to cover up. I'm just covering up those extra hairs. I'm covering up where maybe I don't have hair and I've had to draw on the liner. And I'm covering up any hairs that need to be plucked until I go and get my eyebrows done. So now that I'm done with my left eyebrow, I'm going to get started on my right eyebrow. Now be mindful, your eyebrows are not twins. They are individual in their own way, which means that one might look different than the other. You might have one eyebrow that's longer than the other. You might have one eyebrow that's more patchy than the other. Either way, don't worry about trying so hard or stressing yourself out to the point that you're trying to make them both look exactly alike. It's not going to happen ever. Again, that's what your concealer is for. You can go in, clean up, structure, form it however you want to your liking. As you can see here, I'm definitely having a hard time. However, I'm not worried about it because that concealer, I can go right in and shape it to my liking. So and I'm also a righty, so I usually do my left eyebrow the best. I feel like I have more control when I'm working on the left side of my face with my right hand. So that is also another reason why your eyebrows will look different, is because depending on if you're a lefty or a righty, you might do better on one side than the other. So as you can see, I'm going to go back in with my matte concealer and just clean up and form the eyebrow, shape it the way I want. And once I do that, I'll move on to the next step. So now I'm going to go in with my LA Pro concealer. This is about $2.99 at your local hair store. It's a really good concealer. It comes on very thick. The applicator is really nice as well, but if you're not careful, you can definitely put way too much on, like I just did right now. So again, I'm just going in with this concealer to cover up anything that I may have missed, since I haven't had my eyebrows done in a while. I just want to make sure there are no hairs sticking up anywhere, any hairs that should be plucked. I have my appointment this weekend, so until the weekend comes, when I have a chance to actually go get my eyebrows done, I'm going to have to do the best that I can with this tutorial. So again, I'm just going in, shaping, cleaning up. I'm also using this as a primer for my eyeshadow to make it more pigmented. So, you know, definitely give my eyeshadow that pop when I put it on. So that's also what this is going to be used for as well. I'm so sorry that I'm chewing my gum this hard. I don't know why. So this is my flat brush. Again, I'm just using this now to blend, to also clean up around my eyes, and also spread the concealer out around my eyeshadow, around my eyebrows. I don't want, you know, globs of concealer in one place. And again, as you can see, I'm just going in, reshaping the eyebrow, getting it to where I would like it to be. So now I'm spreading the concealer over my eyelids. This is giving me a good foundation for my eyeshadow. This is going to help my eyeshadow, one, be applied easier to my eyelids, and two, it's going to give it a good pop. So I'm basically using the concealer as a base now for my eyeshadow, almost like a primer as well. Sometimes I don't necessarily prime my eyelids. I will use a concealer product as the base for my eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow palettes from Maybelline. They're great palettes. I would highly suggest using them. They run about $12 per palette. So for the sake of time, I went on and did my eyeshadow off camera. I'm now getting ready to start with my face. As you can see, I'm going to take this orange corrector, again from LA Girl Pro. It's my orange corrector, and I'm going to use this to cover up some of the harsh spots on my face, such as my blemishes and the dark marks. You really don't need a lot when you're applying this. You also don't want your face to have an orange undertone, so it's important when you put this on your face to also blend it out really well. So again, as you can see, between my forehead, my cheeks, on my chin, I'm just covering up those darker marks. And that's what my orange corrector is going to do. It's going to correct the skin tone. Now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender. I'm going to take my sponge. It is damp. And I'm just going to blend the orange corrector into my face. Again, you don't want too much. You're not trying to color correct your entire face, just those spots. And as you can see, those darker areas are starting to be covered by the orange corrector. Just going to take a little more. I always say apply little and build if necessary. So it's easier to add more than to take it off. Blend, 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 blend for your life. All right, guys, so I'm getting ready to try the L'Oreal Infallible Pro-Matte Foundation. This will be my first time using it. I'm going to go in with my foundation brush. I like to apply foundation with a foundation brush more than I do the beauty blender, just because I think I have more control with the foundation brush. And for me, when it comes to the application, it's easier for me to build with the foundation. Again, I'm going to start off small, just add a couple of dots all over the face, forehead, cheeks, chin. And I'm going to start blending in. Again, I feel like it's always good. Less is more, especially when you're trying out a new foundation and you don't necessarily know how it's going to look, whether it's buildable, whether it's already a lot. This foundation it seems like it's really lightweight, so it's easy for me to build with using my foundation brush. And I'm just going to blend the forehead area, cheeks. And I'm going to apply more. Like I said, this will now be my second layer of foundation. It gives a good coverage, as you can see. It's blending well with the orange corrector. And I'm really surprised because I usually don't get my skin tone correct, and this seems to really be my color. So this is, again, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro-Matte Classic Tan. This is in, I guess this is the 109 Classic Tan. So far, so good. So now I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. Again, this is the color Natural, and I'm just going to blend it in with the foundation. I will say I really like the way this foundation is feeling on my face right now, and it seems like it's easy to use other products on top of. Next up, I'm going to go in with my Hempz. This is a moisturizing herbal lip balm. It feels really good, especially if you have dry lips. This does really well. I apply it to my lips before I put my actual lipstick on. And the lipstick that I'm going to be using comes from Maybelline. It's their Nude Thrill 755. Guys, if you are looking for a bomb nude lipstick, let me tell you, first off, Maybelline does nothing wrong when it comes to their lipsticks. They're great products. I am in love with this color. If you don't have this color, you need to get this in your collection. Yes, girl. Amazing. I'm now going to start applying some lip liner on. In all honesty, I don't know what this lip liner is. Don't remember where I got it from. All the writing's rubbed off. So moving on. Next, I'm going to use this highlight. This highlight I actually purchased from the MAC store. I think I probably got this highlight about a year ago. It's really good, guys. I'm going to go over my eyebrows, my cheekbone, enhance that nose, over my lip. Glow, honey. You know what? I've been bypassing this foundation in the drugstore for a long, long time. I've heard about it. You know, I've heard a lot of people like it. Then I've heard a lot of people not necessarily like it. It wasn't really their favorite. I will say this is the first time in a long time that I actually, on the first try, picked up a foundation that actually matched my skin color pretty well. This is the Classic Tan. This is the I guess this is what they would call the 109 foundation that more so fit my skin. And I didn't do my neck or my collarbone area on purpose, more so you can just see. between my complexion and my face and my neck, they match. Some people, their face complexion doesn't necessarily match the tone of their neck, but for me, mine does. The interesting thing I'll say is I'm not too far off. So usually what I would do, I would just take, you know, some more foundation, put it on my brush, and actually just go over my neck so it can match, blend in with my face. So I'll put the information below in regards to where you can purchase this. I've seen it in Walmart, I've seen it in Walgreens, I've seen it in Rite Aid, it's in CVS. Honestly, L'Oreal, you did really well, and I will say I'm not really a L'Oreal fan. I don't necessarily purchase any. Actually, I don't think I've ever really purchased anything from them besides their lipstick. I think I've tried to purchase their foundation a while back when I first started trying to get into makeup, and it did not fit me whatsoever. But I will say, good job. I will buy this again. I will definitely keep this in my collection. And for anyone who is beginning makeup, I also think that this is a inexpensive foundation and a good foundation to start off with. I actually wish I would have, well, I'm not sure if they actually had this foundation out when I started getting into makeup, but I think that this would have helped me a lot versus me going to MAC and buying a bunch of their foundations and pretty much wasting it because I didn't know how to apply it. So L'Oreal, you did your thing. I'm not mad at you. You got me over here. It's 10 something at night and I'm ready to go out because my face is pretty good. And it really gives you that matte look. I am really impressed. Seriously impressed. I am a Fit Me girl. If you can get me out of a Fit Me foundation, oh, I don't know. You're doing good. And I'm impressed. I must say, it's my first time trying it. I picked it up before. I've put it back because I was just like, stay with what you know and you don't know them, so don't go down that road. But I'm a Pisces, guys. At some point, I'm gonna touch the burner and just see if it was on that day. And the burner wasn't on that day because my hands and my face is beat and my hands are fine. So if I was you, ladies, if you have not tried this before, if you want to dabble into another foundation, believe the hype. I didn't want to believe the hype, but I'm a believer. They made me a believer. I'm not sure how long this is going to hold up. I do have to, again, it's late. It's like 10 something. I only hopped on here just to review this for you guys. So I'm not sure how it holds up throughout the day, but if it looks anything like, if it looks, girl, if it looks anything like this for 5-6 hours in my day, you'll be getting my coins too. So guys, that's all I have. Again, I'll put the prices below, everything that I've used. I think I've covered everything. I'm sorry. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. You have been amazing. My next review, I think I am going to be reviewing the NYX Total Control. I've yet to use this product as well, so I'm just stepping out of my zone and reviewing foundations for you guys to see what you like, tell you if the hype is real, if it's not real, what you should go out and get right now. Again, I'm really trying to do this for my beginners, like makeup 101, and also for people who may be stuck on a foundation and don't want to try another foundation. So I'll catch you next time and we'll get into this next. Other than that, subscribe. I earned that like. I earned that subscription. You see what time it is? What time is it? It's 12:44 in the morning. I gotta go to work, but go subscribe. Peace out, y'all. Thanks a lot. I'm the only lady here, still a realest nigga in the room.
I break the internet, top 2 and I ain't number 2. My body, my ice, my cash, all real, I'm a triple threat. Tear that up and then leave, come back, tear that up and leave again. Top out the coupe and it look like Freak Nick. In the hood hollering free me.